All right, so expectations theory basically holds that the term structure of interest rates can show you what future expectations are about the change in interest rate. Here we're looking at a one-year Treasury security yielding 4.85%, and the market anticipates that 1 year from now, one-year Treasury securities will yield 4.2%. If pure expectations theory is correct, then what's the yield today for a 2-year Treasury security? What that means is that if you lend for 1 year and then reinvest a year from now, you should have the exact same amount of money as if you lent to somebody today and gave them 2 years to pay you back. All right, we could use NIPV, the number of periods, rate, PV, FV, and payment to actually solve for this like we've been doing so far. So let's say that you lend for 1 year at 4.85% and you take $1,000 out of your pocket today, no other future payments. How much are you going to have a year from now? We could do that one in our head, but we'll go ahead through the motions here. That's a 1 year, the 4.85% is the rate, number of periods 1, payment 0, present value is 1,000, so we'd have 1,048.50 a year from now. Okay, so that's now, and then in the future, what are you going to do with your money? You're going to take that money and reinvest it a year from now, where you can invest for 1 year at 5.20%. Take your 1,048.50, and again, no future payments. And then at the end of the second year, you'll have $1,103.02. Okay, well, or today you could lend to somebody for 2 years. Let me copy all this over. If you lent today for 2 years, and you took $1,000 out of your pocket, and then 2 years from now, you ended up with $1,103.02, what rate would be implied by all of that? And so if we equals rate, open parentheses, and solve for number of periods, payment, present value, future value. And what that says is you'd have to get 5.02% today, and it's actually add a couple of decimal places, it goes a little bit further than that, right? But if you were earning 5.0249% per year today, your same $1,000 investment would end up the same place. That's expectations theory, that this rate would be the average of those two rates. Okay, now you could solve this mathematically as well, and what this is saying is that a 2-year rate is equal to the average of the 1 year and the future 1 year. Okay, so if I was going to take 1 plus my 2-year rate, it would have to be equal to 1 plus the 1 year rate times 1 plus the future 1 year rate. Okay, that's a geometric average. And that'd be 1 plus the 2-year rate times 1 plus the 2-year rate, because I'm going to get it for both years. Okay, so 1 plus the 2-year rate squared is equal to 1 plus 0.0485 times 1 plus 0.0520. Okay? So 1 plus the 2-year rate times squared is equal to, and then I can solve for this, that'd be 1 plus that times 1 plus that. Okay, 1.1032, so that'd be 1 plus the 2-year rate, I take the square root of both sides, would be equal to that raised to the 0.5 power, or the square root. So the 2-year rate would be equal to this minus 1. Alright, so I know not everybody loves the math as much as perhaps they could, but that's all it is. And the answer you would get up here and the answer you get here are identical, okay? Because that's all the Excel's doing, is doing the calculations behind the scenes.